Hi guys, if you're watching the replay, drop me some money bags today, which is very unlike me, which I'll get into in just a second. I don't normally talk straight sales very often. I don't normally talk numbers very often. If you've been tuning in the past couple of days, I do usually talk more about, the relationships and networking, and I apologize. My smoke detector is gonna go off this whole time. That's gonna be very annoying for y'all. I apologize in advance about that. Anyway, so first of all, backtrack. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Morgan Zambrano, and I've been very blessed over the last 4 years to have built a very large online business, literally almost entirely online, and I am obsessed with teaching average people how to build on social media. That is my focus, okay? If you are totally unskilled, have zero idea what you're doing, even if you're just trying to open like an Etsy shop or photography or whatever, like average people can build businesses online. I'm very passionate about this. I was a nobody 4 years ago, y'all. So this month I am challenging myself to go live 30 days straight on my personal page and give tips to the average business owner. So today we're gonna be talking about increasing sales. So let me get back to what I was saying, which is I don't normally talk about straight sales. I'm very much way more into the relationship building, the long-term loyalty game. Like that's my heart. I fully believe that, if someone likes me, knows me, and trusts me enough that when they need makeup, they're gonna come to me. When they need lipstick, they're gonna come to me. I'm not very forward. I'm not very pushy and salesy, but I'm smart. I am very smart. I've been very book smart my entire life. So I can talk about sales and give you strategies on sales for those of you that want to make money. So I'm gonna try to make this kind of short and sweet. We'll see. It might go longer. I get kind of chatty. So if you want to make more money in your business, just put duh in the comments. Who doesn't want to make more money in their business? Okay. So the biggest thing I've noticed in mentoring literally thousands of women over the last 4 years is that everybody focuses on one aspect. There's one thing that people focus on when they want to increase their sales. They focus on wanting new customers. I need to get more people in my group. I don't have enough people in my group. I only have 5 customers. I need more customers. Yeah, constant. I don't have any friends. My family won't buy from me. It is the number one thing that I hear from people is I need more customers. And it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. And I'm gonna tell you why it drives me crazy, okay? It drives me crazy because if you don't know how to get sales from the people you have, it is highly unlikely that you're magically gonna get more sales from the new people. You have to develop your skills, okay? You have to develop skills. It's the quality will be better than the quantity, okay? But I'm not saying that you don't need more people. We do want to be continually expanding our network. But what I want to tell you is there are 3 ways to increase sales, okay? There's 3. And if you've only been focusing on growing your network and that's the only thing that you've been doing, and it's this cyclical system of like you're bringing people in, you're bringing new people into your groups, you're bringing new people into your business, you're getting more people to like your page, you're talking to more people, but you're not able to close the sale with them, then there's a disconnect there, which is when you have to go back to learning about relationship marketing, advertising, attraction marketing, all of those things that we are going to go over the next 30 days. But anyway, so yes, you want to get new customers. Don't get me wrong. You want your customer base to be ever increasing. Yes. But there are 2 other ways to increase your sales, okay? And these are the 2 that I focus on. And I've been able to grow a very large business through focusing on these 2 other areas. Okay, and that is, so you want new customers, but you want people to order more often. So the customers you already have, if they order twice a month instead of once a month, you've doubled your sales. If you can get them to order every week instead of once a month, you've quadrupled your sales. So getting the people that you already have to order more often will increase your sales. So new customers, getting your customers to order more often, and getting people to buy higher, that's not the best, to have a higher transaction. What is the word for that? To increase your average sale. There we go. Got it. See, I got there. Okay. Okay. So new customers increase your sales, obviously. Getting your current customers to purchase more often increases your sales, and increasing your average sale is going to increase your sales. And let me tell you that it's the 3rd one that brought me from being a very average seller to now, I'm still not the best, but I was like, I don't know, like top 200 in my company, which doesn't sound that cool, but it was very cool for me because I'd never even made it onto a list. So to be top 200 out of like 300,000 was pretty neat. But it doubled my sales. It literally doubled my sales because I focused on increasing my average sale. That's what I focused on, okay? So here's another thing that you might relate to. I'm gonna give you tips for each one of these, by the way. Another thing that you might relate to is that for me, I sell makeup and skincare. That's what I sell. So when I first started, I would sell a gloss, a color, maybe an eyeliner, maybe a mascara. My average sale was around $25 because my products start at around $25. So I was only focusing on the lowest ticket products. I was selling like lip balm and a gloss. I was scared to even ask if people wanted like 2 colors or 3 colors. I was selling like one at a time because I was terrified to ask for a bigger sale, okay? So that's where I started. So if you're terrified because you're like, oh my gosh, nobody's gonna wanna buy, like again, I'm in makeup and skincare, so this will relate back to your business, however. But for me, I was like, nobody's gonna wanna buy a $50 moisturizer or a $90 cream for their face. I was terrified to even talk about those products. So I was selling these lower ticket products. And so my customers were ordering like once a month and they were ordering like a color and a gloss and a mascara. And my average sale was around $25. And then I started realizing like, I use these products. What if I at least talk about them? What if I at least talk about the products that I actually use? You guys, if you follow me now, you know, because I talk about it almost every single day. You see me do my skincare routine. My basic everyday skincare routine is like $400 that I use every single day and I refill consistently. You see me use the lifting cream on my forehead every single day. That's a $90 product. 2 years ago, I never in my life would have talked about that product. Never. Because I was like, nobody is going to buy this because it's a $90 product. Just talk about it. That one product could make your average sale go from $25 to $90. If your average sale goes up, all of your sales go up. Your overall profit goes up. Talk about the higher ticket products. It's okay. Maybe some people don't buy it. Maybe some people think you're crazy that you use a $90 cream on your forehead. It's become one of my top sellers because I talk about it, I love it, and I actually use it, okay? So those are the 3 different ways to increase your sales. 3 different ways, okay? It's a balance of each one, but if finding new customers is all you ever think about, it's not going to be good enough in the long term because it's just, you're gonna be bringing people in and losing them as quickly. You're gonna be losing them as quickly as you're bringing them in. So how do we get customers to order more often? That one scared me too. I was the girl. I'm actually known for this. I literally am known for this in my company where I do this big customer event once a quarter. Once a quarter, I would do this big customer event and I would literally make like $3,000 in a day. And so when I first started doing this, like 3 or 4 years ago, my sales would go monthly. I'd make like $300, $300, $3,000, $300, $300, $3,000. And I was never steady. I was never consistent. I was literally just having these big events once a quarter. And then I was telling myself, it's all about the story you tell yourself. I was telling myself, they're good. They're good for like 3 months. I don't need to bug them for sales. I don't need to push products on them. They just spent like $3,000. That's insane. And so I would hide for like 3 months until I did another customer event. And so a couple of like my most loyal people would be like, hey, like I really need a gloss. Like, hey, I ran out of mascara. Like they would come to me because I was hiding. Basically, I was like, they just spent $3,000 a month ago. They just spent $3,000 2 months ago. They're not ready for refills yet. Like I was telling myself this story. And it was my friend, Caroline Glass. I'm going to give her a shout out. She's freaking phenomenal. And it was my friend. She did a training. And she was like, if you're open for business every day, people will shop every day. And I was like, what? If you're open for business every day, people will shop every day. And it made me realize, and here's the example I'm going to give you because you're going to know that I'm right. I really like Tom's shoes, okay? Tom's shoes. I wear them every single day. If I were to go to Tom's website right now, today, and purchase a pair of shoes, they're still going to email me tomorrow. And they're still going to email me on Saturday. And they're still going to email me on Sunday. And they could tell me about a big sale that they have on Monday, and they're still going to email me on Tuesday and on Wednesday and on Thursday. And a big reason why I think my team has exploded, we literally did quadruple the sales from 2019 to 2020, is because we adopted this mindset, because Caroline thankfully trained my team and basically was like, y'all, show up for business every day and people will shop every day. You might have a big sale tomorrow, but if someone doesn't get paid tomorrow, if someone didn't need those products that you have on sale, they could still shop on Sunday when they get paid. They can still shop on Monday. Like, it's not about your calendar, it's about theirs. And so if you are open for business every day, it is shocking. It is literally shocking how often some people will buy. You guys, there are some, I'm a shopper. I'm saying this from my point of view, not even from like a customer point of view or a business point of view. I will shop every single day. If I like someone enough and they're throwing a bunch of stuff at me that looks like stuff that I will want, like, I could buy today and I could still buy tomorrow. If it's like a new flavor or a new product or a new something, I'm like, okay, I know I bought, strawberry peach yesterday, but I'm still gonna buy the lemonade today. Like, whatever. Like, people will buy every day if you show up every day, and we get in our own heads and we think, well, I just did a really big event yesterday, so I should probably just cool it for a week. I've totally changed my mindset with my entire team, and they're like, well, I have a big event coming up on Friday, and I'm like, okay. Your big event is on skincare, so today why don't you talk about shadows? Today why don't you talk about mascara? It's okay to still show up every single day for your business. You're a business owner. People expect you to show up every day. Okay, so another thing, no, that's okay. That one's enough. So that's my tip. I'm like really long-winded, you guys. That's my tip for getting people to order more often, is to just show up more often and to have a variety in what you talk about. Like, maybe you have a big, I'm sorry, I keep relating it back to skincare and makeup, and I said that this could be generic. It's what I saw. So, maybe you talk about a big, you have a big tinted moisturizer sale. It's okay to the very next day talk about mascara. It's okay to switch from one to the other every single day. Okay, so getting your customers to order more often. And then the higher average sale. I know I kind of talked about that a little bit, but this is probably the biggest one if you are not, if you're just any business that you're in. A higher average sale can be very strategic. I guarantee you this is probably one of the things that larger businesses, like much larger businesses, I would bet you that they focus on this. I know they focus on this because I've worked in retail. So getting a higher average sale, that is like the easiest way to increase your sales. That's the easiest one. And we think that it's the hardest one. But someone who's already buying is like, they're already there. They're already in the mindset that they're there to spend money. So getting someone to make a higher purchase is literally the easiest way to increase your average sales. We just have to be a little braver about it. Most people who have a low average sale are just, they're like me and they're scared. They're just terrified. I didn't used to ever talk about bundles. I didn't talk about bundles at all ever because I was like, people aren't gonna buy more than one product at a time. People aren't gonna buy $60 a product, $70 worth of product. You guys, my average sale now is like $100. Every single one of my customers, when they order something, they're usually ordering 2 and 3 items because they want 2 to 3 items, because they use all of the products, because I use all of the products, okay? But if you wanna turn this into a strategy, I do think you can be very strategic about this one, okay? If you want your average sale to increase, start today. When you talk about shadows, use 3 shadows. When you talk about, I don't even know. My girl Teresa, she will mix her concealer with her under eye cream. She mixes them together and I'm like, well, that's genius. Like, she actually uses it in her day-to-day life, but it's also genius because guess what? When they buy a concealer, they also buy an eye cream, or when they buy an eye cream, they also buy a concealer, and they buy them together because she uses them together. So start being intentional and thinking about what products do you use together. In health and wellness, y'all, if you are in health and wellness, this is huge for y'all. Sometimes I wish SeneGence would jump into health and wellness because I would kill it. I would kill it in health and wellness because I'm the girl that needs all the things. If it's a full system, I'm gonna buy all the things in the system. So if you have a system, don't talk about just one of the products. Talk about all of the products. I know a lot of y'all follow Jessie Lee Ward just like I do, and every single day, no shame, she doesn't use one pack of whatever it is that she uses. She puts like 4 different things in her cup, and guess what? I buy all 4. I buy all 4. Why? Because she has a ton of energy and I need that much energy. So whatever she's putting in her cup, I want it. If she put 1 thing in her cup, I'd buy 1, but she puts 4, so I buy all of it. Be like that. Show up and say, you know what? I've been telling y'all I use the tinted moisturizer, but today I use tinted moisturizer and foundation. I did. I used the tinted moisturizer. It canceled out my redness. And I put the foundation on because I want to look, I'm hoping to take a cute selfie with my husband today. So I was like, you know, I want my makeup to look really, really good. So I put on an extra layer of foundation. Yes, I use tinted moisturizer most days. But some days when I want to feel a little cuter, I use both. And so talk about both. Mascara. Y'all, you know me. I used to only use the regular mascara, and now I use the Undersense, the regular, and the waterproof. I use all three every day. So when people come to me and they want to buy a mascara, I go, do you want a primer? I use a primer. Like, if you want to have lashes like mine, I do use the primer. I have to let you know. Like, I'm awkward about it. I'm not pushy and salesy, and I'm not even sure, but I let them know if they want what I have, they got to do what I do. Okay? Anyway, sorry, this is all over the place. So, higher average sale, be intentional about what you talk about. That's the biggest thing, is to be intentional. So when I say start today, I really want you to think about, okay, I sell what is your number one ticket item? Tell me in the comments, whether you're a SeneGence distributor or with another company. I'm gonna open this right now. Comment, put in the comments, tell me, what is your number one selling product? So, you know, if you sell supplements or whatever, you could be like a weight loss pill or whatever. And if you are with SeneGence, you could say mascara. And then think to yourself, what is a product that goes really well with that product? And then next time you talk about that product, whatever that number one product is, talk about the other one. And then every day, literally every time you talk about that one product now, I want you to talk about both. So every single time you talk about lip sense, I want you to talk about lip sense and a gloss. Or every single time you apply your lip sense, I want you to apply 2 colors instead of 1. I want you to layer them every single time. Be intentional, because if you're layering 2 every single time, your customer's gonna be like, well, I want to layer 2. I don't want just 1 color. I want 2 colors. That makes 8 different shades. Talk about it, you guys. Mascara, that's an easy one. Mascara, because then make sure every single time you use mascara, use the primer. Every single time, without fail. So that when they buy the mascara, they know, I need the primer too. If that's what you really use it. You guys, shadows, another easy one. I was the girl who only wore 1 shadow. So what did I sell? 1 shadow. Then I started using 3 shadows. So now when I sell shadows, I almost always sell 3. Why? Because I've taught them how, and I've showed them that's what I do. And so they see the difference between Morgan 4 years ago with 1 shadow and Morgan now with 3 shadows. Start talking about it more. Okay, so yes, and people want what you're wearing and whatever you're using and all of those things. Okay, and then getting new customers to me is like, yes, that one is huge. It is huge, huge, huge to get new customers. That is the one that will expand your business the fastest. But if you don't know what to do with the customers you have now, then it's the least important, okay? And I feel like a lot of people would argue with me on that. But it becomes the most important once you have the skills. You have to build the skills first. You have to create the loyalty first. You have to get comfortable upselling first. You have to get comfortable talking about higher priced products first. You have to get comfortable about these higher level things, and you have to increase your skills first. Because if you get the new customers and you don't know what to do with them, it doesn't matter. So you have to focus on these other areas that are harder. They're harder at first, but then once they become natural, they become easy, and then every new customer that you're bringing in is coming in at a quadruple sale, is coming in purchasing weekly instead of monthly, because you develop the skills. So focus on the other 2 areas first. Create customer loyalty and get used to talking about the higher priced items. It's okay? And then that will lead into, when you get the new customers, your business will explode because you have the skills of what to do once you get them. Okay? So anyway, you guys are amazing. Thank you for putting up with me for 30 straight days. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm genuinely enjoying this. I could literally do this all day, every day. So I'm really looking forward to the next 25 or so days. I will be going into attraction marketing. I really wanted to talk about that today, and then this one was kind of on my heart to talk about first. So we'll probably talk about attraction marketing tomorrow. And then yeah, let me know what topics you guys want. I have a bunch written down, but 25 is a lot. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.